Welcome to the Electro Urbano Movie Power Hour. I am Electro. I'm joined by my brother from another mother, Albano.
What's going down?
And Lil has come back finally.
In the house.
Yeah. Well, what's going on, Bono? How was your 4th of July? Has it all been? You got the child officially.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've talked about your child being born on the podcast yet. So
We
I
did.
think there was a brief mention,
brief
Bono's
mention?
gone and he might be having a child in this very moment, but
Mhm.
it
Oh,
hadn't
that's
been
right.
confirmed.
no confirmation, but it is official. Bono is now a man.
Mm-hmm.
It is confirmed that he has had sex.
Yep.
He's been a father for years.
But today he becomes a man.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, it was cool. 4th of July, just chill. I listened to you guys' Jaws.
Oh, perfect.
So that was
And everybody else should go listen to that too. It's a
Mhm.
It's very
perfect
good.
patriotic episode. We are all patriots here on this podcast.
That's what we did on 4th of July. We watched it.
Well, yeah, we went to go see Jaws at the movie theater, and it was amazing because you could hear the fireworks outside.
Yeah, I was actually hoping that he was the actual birth date was 4th of July. So I was like, dude, that would have been
Can you
amazing.
imagine?
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
He was only
missed
3
it.
days away.
Yeah.
But he was born in July, so
It's okay.
It's
we
good.
we
It's
still had the outfits picked out and everything, so we went full blown.
It was full throttle, dude.
Mhm.
So patriotic.
Still a
That baby
patriot.
is an American.
still a patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to Albano.
Thank you, man.
Let's move right along. Maybe let's hit a little box office news. Black Widow, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's out.
I haven't seen it. I heard.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen. I don't know. I'll go see this one. I'm not really.
I'm not into this at all. Nope.
I saw a trailer to it that made me kind of want to watch it, but then I read all the reviews and they're pretty bad for it. So I might just wait for.
I've seen that commercial like crazy on fucking YouTube and shit. But
I'm like, she's dead, so why? Why are you gonna get us revved up? We already know her
I
fate.
don't know. I feel like maybe she had like one movie left in her contract or something, and they were like, "Fuck it."
they probably shot it beforehand. They're like, oh fuck, I guess we gotta put it out.
And you know what's weird? How they're not pushing the woman shit on this one. They're not like,
Thank God.
finally,
Thank
finally,
You know
a
what?
fucking woman.
I will watch it then. if
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
what I'm
case.
saying.
She needs a man. Excellent. We'll go watch it.
Yeah, they didn't need no fucking Brie Larson, Captain Marvel being a
Ugh.
feminist
Dude,
bitch
it's early. I'm gonna throw up.
that refusing to be interviewed by men and shit.
Really, that happened?
Bro.
Yes.
Oh shit! I had
know,
no idea.
That bitch
Really?
is crazy.
Yeah, and her
Wow.
saying she didn't care what white males thought about that movie. and
White
stuff. Mhm.
specifically?
Yeah, it's like you're white.
You're so
You
white,
should
Brie
care.
Bitch, you
Larson.
should care what white people think,
Your
especially
name
the
is-
males.
Your name is Brie, bitch.
Larson.
You're so white.
Fuck you.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
And meanwhile, fucking ScarJo with her glorious titties, she's out there. She's not saying a goddamn thing.
She loves
they
the
killed
white
her.
man.
They killed her.
No, you're
Spoilers.
right. I just convinced myself to go watch this movie.
We're gonna go watch it.
But yeah, let's
Wake your
do it.
baby up. We're going to watch Black Widow.
We're going.
Perfect. let's add a screaming baby to it.
No, oh my God. Bono's baby
He does
is
not
the
cry.
most beautiful, quiet child.
Let's take him to an Atmos theater and watch Black Widow. Let's see how let's test
Dude,
it.
if we wouldn't take baby Gio to A Quiet Place too,
Same
he
Bono.
would stay very quiet.
Yeah.
He would follow the rules.
It's so trippy too, because I freak the fuck out. I'm like, he's not making noises.
He doesn't
He's
cry.
not crying. You know, just when he like.
Why are people bitching about babies?
Babies are fucking awesome.
It's pretty weird. Yeah, I thought about people have a bunch of mixed shit, and there's always a person that pushes their bullshit on you, but it's like,
Brie Larson.
dude, it's not like
It's
that.
not, dude. You need to start a daddy podcast and
I
be like, it's
probably
all a
should.
fucking lie.
Yeah, you fucking liars.
Babies are
Debunked.
incredible.
Debunked.
Yes, dude. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Alright.
I'll do a TikTok or something.
Well, there you go. So yeah, Black Widow has so far been like the most successful movie from the pandemic.
So did you sorry to cut you off, but did you watch that scene, the last scene of it? I know that you haven't seen it, but like, have you seen it on social media or anything?
No, well, in the trailer, that's when I watched the trailer, like in the movies a while back, and that kind of made me want to see it. I thought that looked kind of cool. I mean, it's like Fast and the Furious-y or something. There's a bunch of shit falling, and it seems like they're gonna be falling for a while. But I thought it looked kind of cool. No, what were you gonna say?
So there's the bonus scene, right? Where I mean, and I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you're talking about the post-credit scene?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it?
So it's
Spoilers. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do.
I don't know if it's spoilers. I don't even know the fucking story. I really don't care.
But still spoilers.
But yeah, I will. And so that one chick, she goes and she whistles to her. I guess in the movie, it's the sister or whatever. And
the chick from Midsommar.
That's her.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And she was
feminism.
She's a chick, though.
that was I guess they have this little call and response thing where she whistles back and she whistles at her grave, and then like a fucking agent shows up, part of the whoever the fuck.
Shield.
Yes, Shield. And then apparently it's said that because of the whole Soul Stone shit, that they go back in time to return the Soul Stone to make shit back together. So it's like implying that she's not actually dead, because in the end game, the Soul Stone was attained because she died. Spoilers. And so that was saying like, oh, well, she's back and better than ever. I don't fucking know.
Well,
so I'm like, oh no.
Well,
Oh, no.
I know you haven't been watching the shows on Disney Plus, but Loki just ended. I thought it was really awesome. But
Is Owen Wilson great in that?
Owen Wilson's great in everything. Owen Wilson's just great.
Yes.
It's actually, he's great. And well, in that show they kind of bring up the multiverse and shit. So there's like a bunch of different dimensions, and so now that they open that up, like anybody that has died can technically be back. All they would have to do is go to another universe, and you could potentially have them for another movie that takes place in another timeline or some shit, you know?
Okay. So what does Loki have to do with Jim Carrey's The Mask?
He has nothing to do with Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Really?
Loki?
How
Yeah.
did we get here?
So check this out. The Mask was one of those first MCU movies.
I don't think that was a Marvel property,
because
was it?
fucking Loki, when Dry Eyes over there, what's his name? Clear Eyes, sorry. Clear Eyes guy.
He does say Dry Eyes, though.
He does, yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember.
Bueller.
Bueller.
Homeboy. Anyways, when
Bueller.
Jim Carrey goes to him and he's like, hey, I found this mask and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He gives it to him and he's like, oh, it looks Scandinavian, whatever century. The whatever god Loki is this fucking character.
God of mischief.
Exactly. So then it's like, that was Loki as Jim Carrey as the Mask, and then he hooked
But
up.
that doesn't make it a Marvel movie.
I assume. I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
Loki's a fucking, yeah, like he's just a figure in fucking like
Right.
whatever
But we're gonna
lore.
say the best Loki is Jim Carrey.
No, we're not. Tom Hiddleston fucking crushes it as Loki.
Is he good? I mean, I've seen the hype. I've seen how many episodes? Is it? 4, 5, 6? Okay.
Sick. I like it's kind of like somewhat like a live action Rick and Morty and stuff, because they're like in time prison and fucking Owen Wilson's like a time cop. And
Wow.
and they're going like to different dimensions and shit throughout and stuff. I really like that.
I watched The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. It was pretty
And
good. It was good.
do you love it?
It was great.
Dude,
It was pretty
so
good.
fucking good.
Yeah, I haven't finished it.
You have to watch season 2, Gordy. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for.
Man, it's Electro. God damn it.
Yeah, Electro. Sorry, yeah.
Electro.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, the best villain in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I had no idea what you were saying with the clear eyes, but now I'm like laughing on the inside.
Idiot.
Oh my god.
Lily has been on a delay since
I'm
yesterday.
sorry,
She gets
guys.
jokes like 3 minutes
I
later.
just got back from Vegas. I'm still recovering. And my joke, yeah, I'm not catching them.
It's all right. It is early. So.
It is early.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Yeah, Bono got us up hella early today.
let's stop that and start this. Let's get right into it. We just watched A Quiet Place. Well, we didn't just watch it. Watched it.
Say it
Oh.
They
quietly.
can hear you,
dude.
dog.
Say
They can
it
fucking hear you.
quietly.
Part 2. I would want to die in that world. I wouldn't want to be making...
Dude, I feel like I would thrive because I am very quiet.
Yeah, just keep my mouth shut.
You're right. I don't make a lot of noise, but when I'm talking, I can be very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, yeah. So I actually watched this movie in the theaters 2 times.
Oh, did you?
I did. Well, should we go through a Quiet Place 1 really quick?
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I
but
watched it in preparation for
Did
this.
you? Wow.
I wanted to, but I didn't.
I love that movie. I mean, I've seen it like 5 times. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what the really cool thing about these movies are? Both of them are like a clean 90 minute. In, out, no bullshit.
Mhm.
No 2-hour long thing.
Shout out to Jim Halpert. You fucking nailed
Absolutely.
it.
Can't-
Nailed it.
Fuck Jim Halpert.
Wait.
Anyways, let me get
Whoa. Take a
90
step
minutes.
We will hurt you, dude.
Let's go. It was rated PG-13, released on April 6th, almost my birthday, on the foul year of our Lord 2018. Let's see IMDb here. We got a 7.5 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, we got a 96, which is very fucking high.
Incredible.
That was good.
And an audience score of 83. So the audience seems to be more about it, more of a true score, I feel.
Also, the type of movie, right? I mean, it's a little bit of everything. It's horror, it's sci-fi. But what other movie is like this? You know, I don't think. With
fucking
silence thing, maybe with Dead Silence.
Dead Silence. Yeah, they did it first. They did it better.
Wow.
That movie's great.
It is good, but there's no monsters. It's like,
There's a scary ass fucking
there's
bitch in it.
puppets,
And scary puppets.
Okay.
No,
You're just trying to be a naysayer now.
Whoa, you're saying you like this movie better than Dead Silence? That's crazy.
Absolutely.
It's a better movie
Yeah.
for sure.
Definitely. It's a better movie. That other movie's sillier.
Yeah.
Well, let me get into A Quiet Place here. So, directed by John Krasinski. It was written by these 2 guys, Scott Beck and Brian Woods. They came up with the idea for it. And then John Krasinski comes in and fucking takes over.
Writes the shit out of it.
Rewrites a little bit of it and directs it. It's starring Emily Blunt, John Krasinski as Evelyn and Lee. And there's only one Evie, and that's fucking Rachel Weisz. They should have probably changed her name, but fine.
Wow.
I agree with that. Just
Let
saying.
the
There
mommy
is
go.
one
Let
Evelyn.
the mommy go.
I just watched it not too long ago.
There is no letting the mummy go, bro.
No, my girl.
If you and the mummy were hanging from a ledge, I would say.
Okay, I don't know. Like my brother, he claims to love me so much, but last night he said,
Don't test me. Don't put it against the test with the mummy, okay?
Not only that, even against Misha Tate. He's like, if Lil and Misha Tate were fighting, I'd have Misha Tate. I'm like,
I got
what?
her back. I got her back.
What?
I have her back always.
No, no fucking loyalty.
No, not at all.
So if I was falling and the mummy was falling, you choose
Like
the mummy.
Blu-ray, 4K.
Yeah, 4K special edition.
You're an asshole.
Or like, let's say like
Stop.
some theoretical way where like a wizard shows up and he's just like, it's either Lily or you can never watch the mummy again. I'd be like, fuck.
Murder her now.
It's cool. I got insurance money coming my way.
If we
And then I could watch the mummy
If we kill her,
whenever.
I'll be rich and I'll still watch the mummy.
I'll buy a
Sounds
theater that
amazing.
just shows the mummy.
And she won't be here to talk shit about it.
I will honor her.
This is Lil C.
No one sits here.
Okay, well, that's great.
I thought that was pretty sweet.
You're crazy.
I love you.
Wow.
I'll name the movie theater I build the Lil Memorial.
Center for kids who can't read good.
Yeah. So watch movies instead. I think we got it. I think we got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the other people that star in this, I don't know how to say this little girl's name.
Millicent?
It's like Maleficent.
Millicent.
Millicent,
Yeah,
right?
What an actress. Whew.
She's pretty good. She's actually deaf in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
She is. Yeah.
Interesting.
She plays Regan, and then Noah Jupe.
Love that kid.
He plays Marcus, and then there was a little kid whose name was Cade. That's spoiler.
I don't remember his acting too much in the first one, but in the second one, he
kills
fucking he goes
dude.
in.
Oh my
Crushes
god.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The kids are just so incredible in the second one.
Anyways, talking about the first one right now.
Mm-hmm.
The budget to that movie was $17 million.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what it made. It made 152. Oh wait, no, that's international. So worldwide, it made $340 million.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably know why though.
Why?
Because the man, the myth himself was involved in making this movie, and that's one Michael Bay. Okay.
Okay.
Michael Bay, I think, worked with
The Office fucking fan club, because that's why I saw it straight up.
I think, well, he worked with the Office people in that movie. He did that 13 Hours or whatever movie. So
the Benghazi film?
Yeah, so that movie starred John Krasinski.
Right.
And it also had Roy.
Absolutely.
I've never seen that movie.
It's fucking good. I don't know why you haven't seen it.
I think I think my brother was watching it or something, and I walked into his house and I watched to the end, and I was like, well, I guess I don't need to see this movie.
Well,
anymore.
I mean, we know what the fuck happened. The fucking Clinton administration was bullshit, but yeah, dude. You're just saying.
Talking shit
Michael
about
Bay,
Billy, huh?
Michael, not Billy, Hillary.
Okay.
But Michael Bay is just putting out the truth. But it's a good one. It's a good action flick.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's how they linked up. And then, so Michael Bay put this movie out with his production company, Platinum Dunes, that is mainly known for doing all the remakes of those scary movies like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the Amityville Horror and the Friday the 13th.
The gore in that movie, I just remembered. There's the suicide bombers, the dudes who strap dynamite to themselves?
Mm-hmm.
This fucking guy's running towards them and shit, and he has grenades in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And it blows up, and you just see his
saw the whole
hands
thing?
and his everything is out, and he's like still running at him with no hands and shit. I'm just like, good job, good visuals.
Anyways, so I remember when that first movie came out, I really didn't want to I was hating on it before I watched it. I did not want to watch it. I thought the concept of it was pretty fucking stupid.
What?
He's insane.
Yo, you can't make noise. Everybody would be dead. That's a thing. If this was real, everybody would be dead.
I don't think so.
Anybody that fucking snores, if you ever fucking sneeze, you're fucking dead. You're fucking dead, my friend.
Look,
If you ever stub your toe or something, like, oh no, I'm dead. That's it.
Only if the aliens are around.
No, but they hear everything.
Well, that's the thing. You gotta go where there's noise.
You gotta hide.
You gotta go where there's noise. There's a big ass waterfall. That shit's making natural noise, baby.
Exactly.
Okay,
Can't hear
you better
you.
live right by the fucking waterfall then.
If you don't,
Right by the waterfall. It's only 3 miles.
By the ocean, the ocean that's crashing. It's
What if
making
it's
a
like
lot
a
of noise.
fucking real mellow ocean day, just like.
That was really nice.
that was so pleasant.
Damn. So yeah, I really thought that the concept to this movie was like super gimmicky, and I was just like, I didn't like the idea for the movie, but I was like, fuck it, whatever. Let's go give it a shot. Emily Blunt is fucking fine as fuck, so I'm in.
Did you watch it in the movie theater?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed it. I don't really like fucking Jim, but
What the fuck?
Why?
I don't like him.
Why?
I don't think he's a terrific actor,
Wow.
Well, he's not bad.
but I think he's a good director. But I think that's why. Spoilers. I think that's why I like the second one more. He's not in it.
Wow.
He's in it.
He's in it for 10 minutes.
And it's a great 10
and it's
minutes.
the best 10 minutes of the movie.
But because of how it's directed, not because he's in it.
Equals.
The scene.
We'll get to that.
The scene is great, but
We'll get to it. We're still in part one.
We are.
We're selling wine.
Well, it was very quiet in the movie theater, which was so fucking weird. But you almost didn't want to eat your popcorn.
I didn't. Like, I was like, dude, I don't want to chew.
Compromise them.
I don't want to fucking shake the fucking large Coke, okay, or the icy until the waterfall scene, and I'm like, okay.
Well, that's why you get the icy, so then the ice doesn't swirl around in your drink, because that makes noise.
Now we know.
That makes
but
noise.
that straw, though, that straw just makes that loud ass noise. Anyways, yeah, I went into that movie really fucking blind. I was like, I don't know what the fuck to expect. So I did get the whole deal, right? We went full popcorn, candy, the whole night. None of it was touched until the fucking waterfall scene.
You can't. You feel like you're compromising this family if you
It was
make
kind
noise.
of like, what other movie did that? Like Don't Breathe. It was really quiet as well.
All right.
But this one was really fucking quiet. Like it had nothing until like three-fourths of the way in.
The first line of dialogue isn't spoken to 38 minutes into the film.
Wow.
And it only contains 25 lines of dialogue throughout the whole movie.
Even that one, I told you, I only saw the movie once, but the intro scene to that where they're walking, they're going to the thing, and the fucking kid with that's explained in part 2 is fucked up. I was not expecting that shit.
It's fucked up, but
and okay, if we're gonna go on child murder,
dude, I was just gonna say child murder.
we're giving it a 10.
We're giving it a 10?
10 right off the bat.
No.
That's a 10.
I'd say that's an 8 child murder.
Dude, okay.
You didn't see any blood.
Let me tell you this.
No, but you know.
Now thinking and these new vulnerabilities that have risen because of childbirth, that is fucking, I don't know.
I know, you're right. How are you still gonna love child murder in movies now that you have a child?
It's more impactful now. It's fucking crazy.
You still gave this, but you still gave this.
Well,
child,
look,
he still gave this child murder.
Well, look,
he still gave this one a 10 out of 10.
The thing is that it'd be one thing if like it just swooped them up, but like they're watching it. She's turning around and she's like, "Fuck!" She's crying. The deaf girl's like, "Wow," and the other kid's just like, "Holy shit!" And he's watching
and they just have to watch. They just have to watch him get killed.
They don't have to watch it. Well, fuck it. Jim is running at him the whole time.
Right.
On the sand, though, he didn't break out of the thing, right? He's still following the path. He's not screaming. He's not yelling. He's not.
I'm sure that he was stupid making noise, but whatever. They all should have died.
Oh my god!
They all should have been murdered.
Dude, what is wrong
going
with
by
you?
the rules of how these animals work, it shouldn't have just come it shouldn't have just. Excuse me, can I finish my
watching this movie and you know the rules of these animals? Fuck you.
I've seen this. I watched it again. Okay, I watched it the other day, so I've watched it twice. That's another thing. I watched it in the theater, and I was just like, I'm good. I never have to watch it again. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like, I fucking really like this movie and I need to purchase it or something, you know. I was fine with that theatrical experience I had with it and didn't really see the need to watch it again.
Wow.
Oh, another little fun fact about this movie. It was almost made into a Cloverfield sequel. So it was almost part of the
Thank God they didn't.
the
Thank
Cloverfield universe, but it was not. But yeah, anyway, the plot of this movie and this series is like fucking aliens.
Aliens everywhere.
It's fucking aliens, dude.
Absolutely.
They're in formation.
They invading.
Yeah, apparently, you can't make noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this family's living like in this house and they have all this set up. It's like another one of the like nitpicks I have about this movie. That whole setup is so unbelievable. They would have been dead, bro.
What are you talking about?
No, like they have the sand everywhere and he's got like all this shit, all this electronics and like electricity. How does he have electricity? He would have to have a generator and those things are fucking loud. How does he have electricity?
I don't think the power's down.
What? Who's keeping the power up?
I don't fucking
bullshit. The power's out.
I think power generators, and there's been a couple apocalyptic things I've watched where it takes a total of like 5 years for power plants to completely shut down, for all power and water to cease.
So let's just say it hasn't been that long since.
So
the world went to shit.
maybe in the research they're like, okay, well, let's put it under 400 days here. And make sure that there's still some source of energy, I assume. I mean, that's just a Discovery Channel little thing there too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro.
Can you believe in this movie just a little bit, just
No.
for the podcast?
No. This is my podcast. I get to fucking nitpick about everything I want to nitpick about.
No. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 5 years of all power for the world to end.
Okay, but so
After
your
Trump.
automatic bill isn't being charged. How are you? They're gonna pay? It's like, come on, they're gonna cut your power.
There's someone still holding their job. I'm gonna cut this fucker's power. I'm staying here. I'm getting that promotion, baby. My boss is fucking dead. This past dude,
I still have a
He's
fucking
not-
job to do. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Well, come on.
protocol. I can't break it.
I have work ethic.
You always follow proto. I don't know. That's just one of the nitpicky things. But yeah, it's this family that it's just there.
It's not about a family that's just there. This is a movie about family, and
That's just that. What did I just fucking say, Bono? This bitch.
No, dude. They're going through so much shit. They just lost their son.
They didn't just lose.
Emily Blunt is pregnant.
Yeah, he's about to be fucking replaced. Why are you tripping?
Oh my god, dude! It's about loss, and Jim's having a hard time. You know, he has beef with his daughter because of how his son died, dude. It's very emotional.
He doesn't really have beef with his daughter. She's the one who assumes he's got beef.
You don't think he's got beef?
But at the
I
same,
don't believe so.
She was also just like, well, here, go ahead, take the fucking thing. You know what I mean? So in part,
It was absolutely her fault.
yeah. In part, let's say in part because this kid should know about his little kid, right?
He's a fucking
I
toddler.
understand, but hey, man, this post-apocalyptic shit, you know, you gotta train yours. If one of you gets out of line, I'm sorry, man. Pay attention to the proto.
Well, the
Stay
deaf
on the sand, no batteries on toys.
Well, the deaf
Get outta
girl
here.
definitely felt a lot of guilt over her brother's death, right? She probably feels like she caused it.
what happens is they're like at a pharmacy or some shit. Like the most stocked apocalypse fucking pharmacy.
Oh my god!
Fuck no, dude. No. It would be
someone is
cleaned
still-
out.
Maybe someone is still working there too. It's
Did you not
restocking.
see the opening scene of part 2? They all got fucking murdered.
It would be
Yeah.
cleaned
No
out.
one was taking
No, dude,
supplies.
no one was
People
taking
got
supplies.
killed.
Listen to me, buddy. Okay, are you ready?
No.
Are you ready? When there is a lot of people alive due to the fact that every night he sees all the people turn on their fires.
Right.
So all these people would be trying to get that medicine
Right.
and not would have already
But
gotten
they
it.
weren't as close as he was. They were on the
And-
other side. The other dude was like, Killian was like a couple miles that way. You know, not
And do you
far,
really think
but
people
far
are gonna
enough.
be rating it like every day? It's very risky.
Well, but not anymore. But in those initial first days, everybody would be
He
fucking.
had the sand path. You think these people were on some sand pathy shit?
Oh
no
my
way.
God.
Hey,
Not everyone's
dude.
gonna be as smart as Jim, dude.
Are you serious?
You're
Come on.
ridiculous.
Wow. No, I mean,
All
think
right.
about it, right?
Aside from the overstocked pharmacy.
Super overstocked. I don't think the pharmacy is that stocked on a good day. It's on a good like loud day in a loud place.
It's a general convenience store for the town of all these fucking people. It's like going to Amigos in Chular, okay? We get what we get, but there's a
Yeah.
bunch of shit there, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
a
boxes-
fully stocked
There's
fucking
boxes
pharmacy.
and boxes of cologne that I feel like post-apocalyptic would
Yes.
still be
Yeah,
there.
gasoline. See, you use it as gasoline. You light it on
Yeah.
fire, you know, things like that.
Dude, we
a
almost
razor.
bought you a box of cologne.
You guys are idiots. Anyways, don't make stupid references that people aren't gonna get out here.
I'm just
That
saying.
we have to explain. Yeah, bullshit. Stocked. So they're at this store. They're getting, I don't know, they're getting supplies, and then the little kid. There's 3 children, and the smallest one sees like a little space shuttle toy, and he wants to take it, but then Jim's a dick, and he tells him that it's too loud, that he can't have it.
Mm-hmm.
So then this little kid, his deaf older sister, she takes the batteries out of it and then gives it to him, and he's just like hide it and take it. She walks off, and then the little kid grabs the batteries, and then
The rest is
while they're
history.
walking along, he's the one that's all the way in the back, and the deaf sister's in front of him, so she can't hear what he's doing. It's actually a really good scene because you're seeing it or you're hearing it through her perspective, so that you're not hearing the noise. You just see like the look on the people's faces, like, oh fuck, like there's a noise, and then she turns around and you see like the ships lighting up and stuff, and then he gets fucking taken by an alien. And you know what? I think that was that little kid's way of saying, like, if I have to live in a world where I can't play with a little toy, then I don't want to live.
What?
I'm out of here.
Oh my God.
Do you want to live in a fucking world where you can't play with a little toy? No, that's what I'm saying. I would want to die in this world. I would not be trying to survive in this quiet place.
Oh my God.
Would you try to live in this world?
I mean, sure, yeah. I'm pretty quiet, dude.
Whatever, dude.
No way.
Survival, dog.
No way.
I just put my headphones on and watch a bunch of Netflix. I'm fine.
I don't believe there'd be power.
There's still power. There's still power.
There's no power.
Everything is still working.
That's not true, because when they're in the pharmacy, there's no power there.
Okay, well, the main town, because they...
Okay, so there is something powering this little house that's out in the middle of nowhere, but not the fucking town?
Power doesn't come from the town, fucker. It comes from all over. Why do you think you see posts going down the ocean? That's
but
power.
why... come on. Why would it be on there and not over there?
Did you not see the mayhem in part 2?
Oh my
All
God.
the power lines go down and shit?
All the power lines, come on.
Well, I'm saying most, right? Cars going into shit. Cars crashing into power lines. Dude, that's all we need. That's what happens to us when a fucking car crashes
They
into
shouldn't have had
something.
power anyway.
Oh my God.
They shouldn't have had power. Anyway, so in the first one, so with the deaf little girl who's going through her issues because she basically killed her little brother, they have like this hearing aid thing, and then also Jim can like do everything. So
hell yeah,
he's
can.
like
Absolutely.
he's like fixing her hearing aid, and,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and then he's got a bunch of like fucking boards everywhere with like all the exposition shit that you need.
More
He's a
code.
survivor.
Yeah,
He wants to protect his family.
And then I think he was trying to do like some calculus or something too. He was just
He was trying to do calculus.
he could do everything. I think he was trying to solve some equations.
My God, I've never heard someone
and
hate on John Krasinski
What
as much
else?
as you have today.
What else was he? And then he was trimming his beard perfectly to.
Gotta keep appearances.
Yeah, he's gotta keep his bitch happy.
He's gotta be top salesman from Dunder Mifflin.
Yep.
You know, so he does something to this little girl's hearing thing, and by the end of this movie, they figure out that this little hearing aid makes a noise that
Really hurts the aliens.
Yeah, it really fucks them up. They have really sensitive hearing.
Just feedback is all it is. Feedback at a higher register. That is perfect. We have guitars. We put them to an amplifier. Put it against your amplifier. It'll amplify shit sound.
And can we just take a moment
Let's
to
not.
just honor fucking Emily Blunt giving birth in this movie?
In silence?
Quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
While this alien is in their house.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, I witnessed that shit, and that is wild. However, she wasn't like super panicked either. Like I was tripping out because she took it like a fucking champ.
Yep.
Super weird. I was not.
You weren't prepared for that?
I wasn't prepared for shit. That shit was just wild. But I was expecting more, right? Because you hear the horror stories from all these fucking people who are just apparently fucking pansies. Like, yo, you can do it. You're just a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this girl put in so much, and she wasn't even like, she was in pain, but she wasn't like screaming at the top of her lungs. She wasn't like, I was like, what the fuck?
Well,
and seeing that scene too is like, I'm
Like, I
pretty
feel
sure
like
it's
it can be
possible.
done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's possible.
Can be done.
Well, especially this was her fourth baby. They should
True.
have
Probably
fucking
walked out.
slid right out of there.
Walked right out, slipped right out of her.
Yeah, man. Why would
You're
she
right.
trip? She was,
You're right.
she was probably more crying about the nail she stepped on. That hurt.
Ouch. Yeah, that nail really fucked her up.
Yeah, but that's what I like about this movie, like that it sets things up like that. Like it sets up that nail because she's like doing laundry or something, or I don't know what she's doing, but it gets caught like on a piece of cloth, and then she like pulls it, and then you see that there's a nail popped up on some stairs leading down to like their basement. So, when she's fucking trying to hide from this thing and you're like, fuck, she's gonna fucking step on the nail, and she does. So it's a really good like shit right there.
It hurts all of us.
Good directing, good setup to that and stuff. And also, that's another thing. I mean, whatever. They pull it off, but it's just like, okay, you're gonna have a baby in this. Why would you want to have Jesus, they're the loudest things ever. There's no way you'd keep the
loudest things.
There's no way you'd be able to.
Not according to Bono.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet as baby.
Just give them oxygen.
Yep.
Get them high.
High and put them in a box.
Yeah, but
which is what they did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that's a good scene. I can't remember what happens, why the fucking monsters were there, but the monster's in there, and then it's like all flooding. And the fucking baby's like floating on this flooded basement, like fucking Moses style, in this basket.
Real symbolical, dude. Good cast, guys. Wow, I did not.
Wow.
But yeah, the last 30 minutes of that movie are very intense. Like, the monsters are in the house. There's a new baby to protect. Jim is nowhere near to protect them. It's just, it gets very intense.
Watching it that second time too, there was like no, I don't know what Jim is doing, because the two kids are stuck like in this corn fucking mill thing where they're like sinking into the corn and trying to hide from this monster. And then this bitch is over there giving birth, or just have been giving birth. And Jim's like outside, like, I don't know, he's just like walking around. It's like, can you go help one of these fuckers, dude? This is why you die. Spoilers.
Wow.
Because you weren't fucking looking out for them. Like, he was just, I don't know what the fuck he was doing out there, like fucking
Oh, we need to rewatch. We gotta protect him.
Yeah,
come on, man.
We will suffer no fools here.
Next episode, we're gonna confirm what he was doing, because this is bullshit.
Yeah. What the hell?
Well, I think he initially goes out to, I don't know if he puts like fireworks or something to distract them. But then he just stays there while all this crazy shit's going on. It's just like, go check on your family, yo.
What was he waiting for? Like the fire to turn on from the other
I don't know.
sides?
He was just walking around and
He was just walking around.
He was
Let me take a stroll here.
quietly.
He's like, I need a minute.
He was quietly
walking. This cornmeal, probably drowning in it.
He was quietly walking around. Yeah. The kids are drowning in corn. There's a baby floating in water, also very close to drowning.
He's got oxygen.
Everyone's in danger. And then this chick just gave birth. Like,
yeah, she should be hemorrhaging.
Yeah, dude. She's still like
water birth.
Yeah.
The way to go, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, she still like does shit. She still like kills a couple of them and stuff. And it's just like you. Yeah, I don't think you would be in any condition to be shooting a shotgun.
She's a fucking
She's a savage.
She's
dude.
a mom.
You're right.
Mom's instinct,
Yeah.
bro.
You're right.
Are
Fourth
you
baby.
kidding me?
She didn't even feel it.
No.
It was whatever. She just fucking bit her umbilical cord off and kept going.
Yeah, I cut that shit. But yeah, her placenta probably just threw it at him or something. Here you go. Here's
She
lunch.
forgot. She was walking around and just flopped. Oh shit, the placenta.
I forgot to give birth to the placenta. Okay. Graphic.
Yeah. And
that's the R-rated version.
Yeah.
Uncut.
Where the
fucking
fuck is the
step it up,
placenta?
Jim.
Where the fuck was the placenta, Jim?
Come on, bro.
This is Michael Bay for you. Come on,
Yeah.
you're getting sloppy.
And who's gonna vaccinate these children? They're gonna they're gonna die. They're gonna die of disease.
That is true. However, they just need to go to the pharmacy and get all the
it's
shit.
all there,
because,
dude.
you know,
Come
they have
on.
it there for the entire town.
The vaccinations?
Everything,
I
yeah.
For polio? Shit.
They're not gonna get tuberculosis
No,
for sure.
hepatitis, forget
No.
about it.
No.
They're protected.
They're not fucking.
Exactly.
So yeah, spoilers there. Jim dies at the end of it. Yeah, he goes
Jim
heroically.
Jim sacrifices himself.
Absolutely.
And
And
the
also-
way he tells his daughter, like, I've always loved you, dude. Like, don't even trip.
Mhm.
It's so heartfelt.
Yeah, so stupid.
I cried.
I don't know. I feel like that was kind of like forced shit right there.
Forced.
Yeah, like, Of course he loves you, dude.
But
Like,
she
whatever.
needed to be reassured,
Yeah.
dude.
And she should have been already.
Oh my god!
Whatever.
Do you not remember being a fucking kid and feeling like you're questioning everything? Like when your parents got mad at you, you thought it was fucking over.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be an idiot.
This is post-apocalyptic monster
Oh
world. All
my
that
God.
shit goes out
And
the
there
window.
was like 2 days in time here that we're talking about, right? From where the kid died to where they're at. It's like no more than like a week, right?
I don't know about that.
I don't think it goes further. Like these timelines are like really squished in, right? Like it's that 1 day event.
That shit could have. I think it wasn't like that. No, no. I think it was more. It was more time.
Well, because she got pregnant, right?
Yeah,
She was just pregnant or about to pop. Because they were getting supplies for her birth, right?
I don't know.
I don't know if she was pregnant. I feel like it was more. There was more time. It wasn't
But
like
the
2
kids
days
look pretty
ago.
much the same age, so it couldn't have
That's
been that
what I'm
long.
saying.
Well, because these kids, they're not gonna be like, okay, we're gonna wait a year to film the rest of the movie. Okay,
Oh,
If movies are
Oh my
movies are
God.
filmed. This movie was filmed probably like in a month.
It doesn't make it seem like that much time passed.
Right.
I was always under the impression that some time had passed between the beginning of the movie and
We just got to pay attention to the opening scene because
Okay.
they're getting supplies for some shit. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's because this chick was pregnant and that she was about to give birth. I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure.
Maybe.
could be
They're preparing. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's going to be a new baby.
fine theory, but probably not. Anyways,
Wow.
So he dies, and the good thing about the second movie is that it
he's
starts off.
barely in it. He's barely in it.
Oh, my God.
Elevation.
I don't know what I came today.
Elevation of fucking product.
This was going
Story.
to be the Let's Trash Jim Halpert show. I would not have participated.
Get out. Get out of here.
Bono agrees with
Yeah,
me.
I'm with
It's
you.
not gonna get any better.
No, it gets better. So yeah, this movie starts off like right away, exactly where the other one ended, which is fucking
Yes,
great
fucking
because
great.
it just takes you right into it. She's stepping out of the house, fucking truck's still on fire over there, and it's pretty cool
It
because
actually starts in the day one.
Don't they go back? It doesn't start.
It starts immediately in day one.
Oh, really?
which is cool. Yeah, it tells you basically what led into the first one, but like as when this movie gets going into its own movie, it starts off as her walking out of the
Exactly when
fucking,
it ended.
which is
yeah.
dope as fuck.
Which is another thing, because it's like the little girl, basically, maybe she looks a little bit older, but the little boy, you could tell like a lot older.
Each
and it's
stretch.
supposed and
Vertically.
it's supposed to be like
Right after.
Right away.
10 minutes ago. You had a
My
giant girth,
My
bro.
dad just died, and
We need to go to the pharmacy to get
became
new
a man.
clothes.
He became-
Yeah, he had to become the man.
He was
so
the man of the house.
immediately grew 3 inches.
Absolutely.
Can we hit that pharmacy again so I could get bigger clothes? Because I'm bigger now, dog. Could we hit that fucking Gap on the way out? Or-
Gap. I ain't seen no fucking Gap.
Oh, there's a
in town.
Gap there,
Oh,
Yeah,
to
bro.
the Gap, Gordy?
Probably a thrift store or something.
I've been to the Gap like twice in my life. But these are white people. God damn it. They're going to the Gap.
Okay.
No?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. No.
Like, come on. They're going to the Gap.
Maybe like Salvation Army there in town or some shit.
What the hell?
It didn't seem like there was a gap there, dude.
Holly.
It's hella country, full of hella
Yeah,
rural
they
and
live in a
shit.
small
Oh,
town.
come on. The Gap's everywhere.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so this movie was actually supposed to be released on March 18th, 2020. And
COVID had different plans.
Mm-hmm.
it
for that
could,
movie.
it could have. So it could have released. This is one of the first movies that pulled out, because movies were still releasing in March
Mm-hmm.
of last year.
Yep.
But it was already getting to the point where they weren't making that much money. Not a lot of people were going to the movie theater.
Yeah, I was
anymore.
pretty upset because the last movie we watched was Birds of Prey.
Ouch.
Was it Birds of Prey?
I didn't see Irishman in the
I
theater.
think it was.
I didn't
I think it
either.
was The Hunt. We went to go see The Hunt.
Did we watch that? Was that
Yeah.
after?
I believe so.
Okay, good.
It was either.
Okay, good.
I think it was The Hunt,
Yeah, I was pretty pissed. I was like, okay.
because that when we went to go see The Hunt was the one and only time we went where we could see that there was not a lot of people going to the movies, and then we were like, oh, is it like, are we assholes for going to the movies right now because people are saying not to
You're
do shit?
Definitely an asshole.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. you're related to me, so you're an asshole too.
Okay.
So is Bond. Bunch of assholes. Where do you think I get it from, Lily?
I don't know.
It was supposed to be released in March of last year, and then Jim was just like, you know what? Let's hold off.
Pretty insensitive, man. End of the world movie when the world is ending. I don't know. It'd be like, hey, dude, I don't know, bro.
I guess, yeah. But this was like, so it was released this year on May 28th. And this was like the first legit movie to be released. Because at first it was just they were just putting a bunch of older movies. And
streaming was where it's at too. They were showing fucking streaming movies. They're streaming all the new releases.
Yeah. But so this was kind of the first movie to kind of start reviving the box office again. A very similar score to the first movie, 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb, 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 92% audience score.
Wow.
So the audience actually liked this movie better than the first one.
And you agree?
I absolutely agree with. I thought it was a far better movie. Again, directed by John Krasinski, and I believe he gets sole writing credit for this one. Yep. He fucking fucked over the guys that actually came up with the story.
Wow.
They were the creators of it, and they're not involved in it anymore. I think that's kind of messed up, but whatever. So basically, cast is still the same, but you get my boy fucking Cillian Murphy in there as Emmett. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce this guy's name. Digimon?
Digimon?
It sounds like...
Try to pronounce it.
Stop. Nobody pronounce it.
I think the J is silent.
So you think it's Damon?
Uh-huh. Yeah. DJ,
or what if the D silent? What if the D silent and it says Jamon?
Jimon?
Jimon.
Gina?
DJIMON. Tell us how the fuck to say that, because I think the fucking either the D or the J is silent.
Maybe the N might be silent. I'm not sure.
Oh my god.
I think all these are silent. You don't pronounce his name. You just look at
it makes sense because he's in a very quiet movie.
This one wasn't as quiet as the first one.
It was okay.
And well, he's famous for being like in Gladiator and stuff, and he's in a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into this right here. This movie banked in $281 million. Not bad. The first movie made, what did I say, like 300, 350, 340. So 281 when theaters were barely opening up again. That's a that's a really good turnaround there. And also the Krasinskis and Michael Bay and stuff, I don't know if they sued Paramount or they did something, because Paramount has the new streaming service Paramount Plus. And they were like, we're going to let this movie play in the theaters for 45 days and then it's going to hit Paramount Plus. All those people were like, dude, we were supposed to get back end for like months on this, so you have to pay us money for the fact that this is going to go to streaming like a lot earlier, which I think was a little bit of a bastard move.
Well, dude, times are tough, bro. Entire year of fucking apocalyptic shit, so you got to get paid.
I guess so. So like we said, this movie, the opening scene to this movie is probably the best scene in the movie. It's like visually, the way it's directed and everything is pretty fucking fantastic.
Thanks to John Krasinski.
Absolutely.
I already said that if he has any talents, it's as a director. It's not easy to make a good movie and to make it look good, and I'll give him that. He can do that. And to do the tension and all that shit, it's very, very well made. And that first scene's really good. He's like walking around town buying fruit because he's a fruit. And then he's
oh my god!
And then he go. They go to, I don't know if it's the kids' baseball game or something.
Yes, it's the kids' baseball game.
Are you crazy?
So he grew up, and then he had a growth spurt, and he's playing baseball.
Yeah, it went back in time there
for a growth spurt. For a growth spurt. And then they established Cillian Murphy's character in that scene.
He's getting orange slices for the team because he's a fucking team dad, okay?
He's a fucking great dad.
And it's letting you know that, hey, this is that same convenience store that has all this shit. Oh, look, there's the fucking shuttle that he passes by in frame. Okay, thank you for that one. That was fucking great, by the way, all Jim. And then he finally gets over there. He's going through town. Obviously, everyone knows each other, much like how our town is of fucking 1,000 people. Mm-hmm. They go over there. They go to the game. In the middle of this match, right, my boy Cillian over there is listening in on his fucking FM or AM, whatever the fuck. Which is, I don't know what the fuck he's listening for.
And he's another team dad, committed. He has a son.
Absolutely. They're up to bat, whatever, does the thing. And then I thought was fucking dope is how that thing was entering like the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. It looked really fucking cool, and like anything, everyone was just kind of like, "Holy shit, what the fuck is going on?" Mm-hmm. And then it's crazy because what the fuck would you do? Would you stay there the same way and stare? But little by little, they started like, "Let's get the fuck out of here," you know?
Like the parents try to stay calm, but then it's like, "Holy shit, we probably should have left like 2 minutes ago."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I mean. Yeah, I think instincts are to if something like that ever happens, it would be to flee immediately. But where are you fleeing to is the thing, right? Like, what are you gonna do? And
it's not a missile. Like as soon as it comes in, you already know it's not a missile.
Real ID4 vibe.
Yeah, you get some vibe. You get some fucking fume going off, so you don't see what's coming in.
And then somewhere Will Smith gets up and is like, "Is that an earthquake?"
Oh my god.
Anyway, keep going.
One eye open.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Will Smith in this movie?
Is my chick still stripping?
Smoking though.
She did look good.
But she ain't tripping. She's stripping.
Stop.
You racist.
What? We'll never get through this.
No, but like, okay, so if that's just coming in, I'm pretty much thinking we're all dead anyways. Because, okay, something that big coming into our landmass is going to blow up because it's gases and all this type of shit. But it doesn't. Nothing happens. Maybe I need to rewatch, but I didn't hear any like major explosion or anything.
No. I mean, that would be my initial thought. If I was to see that, I'd be like, those are meteors or asteroids and we're all dead. Mm-hmm. So that would be kind of like the point, like, yeah, I guess your instinct would be like to go home or something, but it's just like, but what are you going to do when you get there?
Or you could go full deep blue sea, go towards it and be the first one to die, you know?
Damn.
Deep blue sea?
That,
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact.
Deep blue sea.
There was an ocean there. It was pretty deep.
A couple of sharks in that wave.
Go
Here
down
we go, boys.
like,
welcome.
I'll have a shark kill me instead of the aliens.
But that scene too. Okay, so yeah, that happens. Everyone's scattering. So Jim had parked over by the pharmacy or by the convenience store. So they split up, and that's where you kind of see the panic too. Because Cillian is like, "Yo, all right, what are you gonna do? We're gonna do this shit. Let's go. Fuck it." Everyone starts spreading out. They go to the scene. He goes to his car. It's a great shot. I mean, it's following the whole way too. It's really not POV, but you see all the background, everything's live movement, everything looks fucking fantastic. Mm-hmm. But you see those monsters come in and they just start tearing shit up.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. I mean, we didn't get too much of that in the other one.
No, you see the monsters very briefly in the first
it's just
movie.
like alien movies. You're like, do they come in peace? Are they at least going to be subtle? No. They immediately started fucking shit up.
And then... So, were they in ships? Were they in ships? Did they come with meteors?
It could be in pods. Yeah, something like that. You know,
very War of the Worlds.
Who knows?
But so they show the first day, really cool because you follow Krasinski. He's with his daughter, and they get stuck in a store, and they're kind of just like hiding in there.
Which they also do the same thing too, where they get into the car and she can't hear everyone fucking tripping out, and it goes to her, and you get that slight ring out, and he's trying to turn on the car's not turning, and then it goes to him, and then goes back to her. It's really cool too, because in the middle of all the chaos, through her eyes, ain't shit going down. She's just tripping out and seeing, people freak out. And then as Krasinski's just like, well, hold on, let me talk to this cop. Like, what the fuck's that cop gonna know, first of all? He was like down the street from your ass. And they just start getting fucking murked. Like, you see that monster down the way just fucking it up. And I really like that shot too, where he exits out and he's behind the cop car and the monster's like down the street. And as it's coming, it's fucking up. And the cop is with the shotgun, like ready to shoot him. And then like it goes down. So it's like implied that he fucking killed him, like hella crazy. But it's really, really fucking well done. Also, when they're in the restaurant, that was a good scene too.
That was a really good scene.
Which is, I don't know. I mean, it's a subtlety, but when the dude was praying, he was like, "Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Your fucking God can't save you here, bro." Like, and it was just like, dude, he's like literally puts his hand on it. He's like, yeah,
you need
shut
to shut
the
up
fuck
now.
up. And of course, the people, the Gordies of the world who are on their phone, just trying to text up the world, just trying to stay hip. That chick, she gets murked
That's
too.
when you really that's when they realize it's like the noise needs to stop, because that's what fucked shit up.
Well, I mean, that goes for anything, okay? If there was aliens outside, you still wouldn't, even if you didn't know that they had like super good hearing, you're still not going to be making a bunch of noise. Okay?
But he went right for her, dude. Because
you
got a phone. That's also like a message about technology. It's like, you're
keep it on silent, idiot. Keep it on silent.
But there's some people, bro, that like to be loud.
Oh my God, right?
I hate that shit.
You have a ringer. You have a ringer, huh?
God damn it.
All those assholes out there that fucking answer the phone in public. That answer the phone in public and then have a fucking conversation on speaker. All of them
the worst.
Should be fucking given a fucking fine. Dude,
absolutely.
If a cop walks by, they're like, whoa.
Noise pollution.
Here you go. Show up to court, buddy. Show up to. I want to hear your excuse. I want to see you defend yourself to a judge.
Guilty, bitch. Pay your fine.
Text her. Fuck. But at the same time, while all that's going on, Emily Blunt is with the kid in the truck, and that is also action-packed.
Yes, it is.
Because she sees, like, one of the things just, like, attack a bus or some shit, and she's just, like, in full fucking Jason Bourne mode, going in reverse and shit.
Which is, the scene in the preview, and, I mean, it was fucking solid. Yeah, 100%.
That was the trailer.
But anyway, then after that, you go back into the end of the first movie. They're like, yo, the fucking basement flooded. We can't stay here anymore. What are we going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So they venture out. As it set up in the first movie, they all would do a fire at night to show like each other where all the survivors were. So they're headed to the nearest point or whatever, where they know that there's somebody there. And this is a great scene too, because so they're walking through wherever grass. They're like going into like some factory, approaching like some factories or big abandoned buildings, and the little kid fucking steps on a bear trap. And Jesus,
oh my God,
that's how you can tell that little kid's a good actor because of that scene right there, bro. I was just like, Jesus,
absolutely.
I had never felt like so bad for a little kid in a movie, dude. I was like, poor child. Like it got me emotional.
What about Dr. Sleep, dude?
Oh yeah,
that's true.
That's different.
Yeah,
because that was like you're disgusted.
I mean, I kind of thought Killian was gonna pull that trigger. He's like, "Yo, kid, you need to shut the fuck up right now."
But dude, imagine. That would have been a 12 out of 10 in the child murder thing for Vada.
Absolutely.
Above and beyond on your child murder.
It came so close to placing first place.
Well, that's it's so crazy because even like
it almost outdid the first one of the child murder.
Emily Blunt trying to comfort him but telling him to shut up. Like we're gonna die if you don't shut up. But this kid is in excruciating pain. Like he's being a kid who can't help himself. You know?
It's really great because like when it happens, he doesn't scream at first. It takes him like a while to react, and once he realizes what's happening, he just fucking lets out a loud ass scream.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was the first movie, he would have been dead already because that little kid turned on that fucking toy and died immediately.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It wasn't immediately. They saw him crossing the fucking mountain.
Jim couldn't even make it to him.
That's okay. Look, his 40's not that good. I'll give him that. He can't do a 40 under 40. But anyway, he saw it coming.
But anyway, fucking, they're walking around with a little amp. I don't know, like a microphone. Is it a microphone too, or something?
They have a mic plugged in.
So they're using her hearing aid so that they could fucking fuck up these aliens because they react really badly to the sound, and then they could fucking blow their heads off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then they murk one of them or whatever, and then Cillian Murphy, who was like a guy watching them with a sniper rifle the whole time, goes down there and saves them. He's got like a nice little setup in this factory. Doesn't look like he's got any power, but whatever. He's got like handles and shit. But yeah,
that's his choice. He went to the abandoned building. Okay, you're not going to an abandoned building thinking, "Hey, it's gonna be nice and cozy." No.
Well, he went to that abandoned building because his wife was sick, and he thought that was going to be the best place for her to not make a lot of noise or to be somewhere where he could hide.
Yeah, let me go into this echoing steel building here. No worries, lady.
Well, he had that safe thing. He knew that he could go in there and they could be as loud as they want.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And also suffocate if you're not careful.
That's true.
That comes to play.
Oh man, that was also tense.
Yeah, so really so Cillian basically tells Emily Blunt and her kids, I don't you know what? It's cool that we used to know each other back before aliens, but I'm not gonna take care of you guys. Like, you guys have like the night to chill here.
Yeah,
and then
craziness.
And then you need to fucking go, bitch.
Absolutely.
He's like, I'm not putting my life in danger for all of you.
Look, we could kill your kids and we could be happy together.
Oh.
Like, I'm down with that.
Well, look, if that
was... Don't even say that. Just don't go into this hypothetical, please.
Like, if Cillian was on that plan, he would have pulled that trigger.
Boom,
right?
Oh my God.
He did
boom,
it,
boom, boom.
Damn, 3 booms.
Yeah.
There's probably a baby in that box.
We can start over now.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, but it's also so he's like in the survival mode 100%, survival of the fittest. He is there to protect himself. And she even asks him, like, hey, you saw all this shit, you saw the fireworks, you saw the explosion, you saw all that shit. Like, why didn't you come? Why couldn't you come help? Or why? It's just like, fuck that. I'm not leaving my temple here.
Also, he's really bitter because he lost his family, so he just doesn't give a shit
He's
about
a broken
anything
man.
else. Yeah, he's very broken.
Yeah. How dare she? How dare she be like, why didn't you come to us? Like, bitch,
I don't even know you.
You could have come to me. It seemed like you guys were good down there, okay? Apparently you had sand everywhere. Why you giving me shit? How dare you? How dare you?
You have sand
How about you give me some sand tips? Why are you like, you guys were all handled down there. You guys had fireworks and fucking.
Oh my God.
You guys were fucking growing corn and shit. How about you send some corn down this way, you fucking bitch? I'm living in the fucking abandoned like steel fucking.
Yeah, I don't think he had that powerful zoom on that rifle, so I don't think you could see all of that. But maybe just.
But I think if he found out, he'd be like, "Why are you mad? I'm mad. I'm mad, bitch."
Okay.
But anyway, so a deal is kind of made. Well, not really. It's kind of forced upon because they put the radio on the little kid's ears to like soothe him. And there's a song playing across the sea, somewhere across the sea or beyond the sea. I don't know what the name of the song is.
I saw it here. Yeah, Beyond the Sea. It's cool.
And then the little girl gets that it's a message that, like, I don't know, that there's like an island or some shit. So she figures it out, and then she decides to just like take off in the middle of the night and go find this place or whatever. So then Emily Blunt makes a deal with Cillian Murphy, being like, "Yo, please go get my kid. I'll blow you like every night. I'm your girl now. I'm your girl now."
We don't know what the agreement was, but
he went. he did go. I know I'd risk it. I'd be like, damn, did you just give birth? All right, well, you still have a mouth. You still have a mouth.
God. Dude, don't disrespect mothers.
What? How am I disrespecting mothers?
You know.
Yeah, so he goes after the little girl, and then Emily Blunt decides she's gonna go to the super stocked fucking pharmacy. She's like, dude, there is fucking plenty of civilized.
There's so much oxygen.
She needs oxygen, and she needs to save her son's leg.
Bandages.
I'm gonna bring like 2 tanks, I think. Bring like 2 tanks of oxygen because that's all I can carry. I could bring more.
She's got a backpack.
They're stocked.
They don't fit in it. Those things are pretty big. They're like 3 feet. Those things are massive.
Yeah. So at the same time, that little boy gets left in this fucking like steel factory by himself.
She gives him the responsibility to take care of his little brother, and he's like, I can't. Like, I'm a little kid too. Like, I can't do this. And she's like, you can do it. Like, she makes him step up.
He is the man of the house.
Man. Yeah.
The man of the steel mill.
Oh, this fucking silo.
I don't know. He pays the price for being a snoopy little fuck because he gets at it because not only is it a steel place or whatever, so they go down into like another little bunker or something that's in it, and in that room there is, I don't know if it's like a furnace or a safe or what it is, but it's some like a chamber where they go.
It looks like that's where McDuck keeps all of his gold coins.
It looks like a furnace or something, right?
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, it's like a room where they could go in, and it's established that he puts like a towel on the lock so that it doesn't completely lock.
Yeah, it was maybe like some farm shit or something. Because a furnace will need oxygen. That place doesn't have oxygen.
No oxygen.
Probably like for storing corn or something.
So we're gonna go in.
More corn.
This is a corn town,
yeah.
man.
It is a corn community.
So we fucking make our money.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on the fucking railroad. It takes shit over to another state. Perfect.
Yeah, and then so it's established that they can only be in there for like a minute or 2 before it runs out of oxygen. So then the little kid's snooping around this place, and then he finds Homeboy's dead wife.
Yep.
And then he gets startled, and he makes a fucking noise. And then the fucking thing shows up, and then he hides in the fucking little fucking corn room. But he forgets to fucking put the towel.
The towel slips.
It's not his fault.
He's rushing in there. He knows this shit's gonna fuck him up. So he has to get in there, so it slips off. Where Cillian clearly had it set up for it to create a gap where he can still let himself out.
So he's in there with the baby.
Yeah. So he put the baby in there, and luckily an oxygen tank that is running low.
Right.
And then he gets in there, and then he realizes after a little bit, like, oh fuck, I can't breathe. And he tries to get out, and then he realizes, oh shit, I locked myself in here with a baby. That would have made it a 15 out of 10 if they both just died in there, Bono.
They both suffocated.
Oh man, they would have gone for gold on that one.
Oh,
but again, yeah, if you would have pulled the trigger earlier on, we wouldn't have that scene. But
so much potential for child murder in this movie.
What would you have preferred, bullets or fucking
suffocation?
No, breathe.
Please don't choose.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, for the sake of
Stop.
of a long movie, yeah, you can't do the sniper scene, so it would have been the corn silo
You
room.
would have taken the suffocation.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
And then meanwhile, so Killian's going after the little deaf girl. They get into some shenanigans. They run into like fucking evil fucking people.
Which, you know what? It was actually really cool too, because when she comes across the train that's leading towards the water, because we know that all railways cross through like the ocean side. If you didn't know, now you know. That's fucking true. So the thing there that was actually really cool for me was just kind of like the fucking
He didn't know. He just based on his face.
It kind of played like a little video game thing to it too, like the survival thing. Like she's going for the med kit, right? She wants to help her brother as well, and she sees the med kit. We know in video games and all survival games, you're looking for that fucking med kit, especially now with these Last of Us games that are like super post-apocalyptic and shit.
Greatest games ever.
You're trying to like pick up anything you can that you can actually use and shit like that. So it's really cool in that specific scene too, because then you see a train that was full of people that I think, what the fuck happened there? Okay, they were attacked, but some of them were still like in full intact and shit.
Right.
So like,
that's why
It couldn't have been
that's
recent.
where Krasinski failed. He didn't think it through. These people should have been in shreds.
Yeah.
The conductor just decided to stay in there
that's what I'm
and
saying.
die.
Yeah, like he just, let himself die. They rather just die there.
Oh, well, could be that maybe the train crashed. I can't remember if there was a lot of damage on the train. Maybe it crashed and these people died
on impact.
Slowly?
Impact.
Oh.
Or slowly.
Impact.
If you want like misery like Bono likes in his movies, then they died slowly.
Let's just say they died slowly.
Maybe one of them got their lungs pierced and they suffocated.
Then you get your suffocation.
Right.
No breathing.
Can you stop?
They don't really give a fuck. If they cut their arm and start bleeding.
Stop.
Last resort, really.
Stop quoting Last Resort.
Would it be wrong?
Right. If.
Stop.
No, so then, a fucking monster shows up, and her only defense is, again, this amplifier and her hearing aid. But by that time, who comes and saves the show?
She really bitches out. She was just accepting death.
I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do, dude?
Just she did her best.
Stand up and fucking reload the shotgun. She was just kind of there, like, expecting to die and stuff.
And that's
or
when Killian
a miracle
shows
that
up.
happened, which is where Killian comes in.
Killian comes in, saves her fucking ass, and he's just
Look,
like,
man,
all right, kid.
If we know,
Let's go find across the sea.
Look,
I'm in.
if-
Your mom promised blowies.
but
Your mom promised blowies.
Initially, he gives her shit, and then he doesn't really act like he's going to help her. And in fact, there's a scene where she thinks he left and took all her shit. And she just feels like completely defeated, and she's like on the floor crying because she doesn't know what she's gonna do now.
What a wimp, huh?
Oh my god,
she can't hear.
Exactly.
she can't hear, dude. She's
Exactly.
so, like, what a badass kid who knows that she's got like
Should be dead.
everything against her
Should
because
be
she
dead.
can't hear shit, but she still wants to fucking save
If the guardian
her
angel
family.
Killian hadn't been there, she would have been dead.
If there's if this movie shows us anything much like 28 Days Later, if there's a apocalypse upon us, we stick with Killian.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is so true, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Killian knows what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Follow him.
And he just turns it on, flips the switch, and he takes eyes out and everything. You know what I mean? It's fucking great.
Yeah, so they run into these like fucking
Pirates.
renegades, you know?
I think they're pirates.
And they end up having a cool little battle. Like they were gonna take the girl, and they put a bunch of like cans around Killian so he can't move, and they were just gonna like take the little girl and do who God knows what to her. But then they formulated a little plan. And he just makes a bunch of noise, and then the monsters show up and start fucking everybody up. They jump in the water. And then they figure out that these fucking weird long-limbed aliens can't fucking swim. You know, they got the same defect as Elektra. They're no good in the water.
They're great conductors, but they can't fucking.
Can't swim.
No. Apparently they can fucking sail, though, because they all
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. They
That
know
was the most outrageous thing of the movie. I was like, you kidding me?
they're a good sailor. Yeah, so they end up making it to this island where fucking
There's peace.
It's all good. Nothing but joy.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking children running around. Fucking BBQ for everyone.
Little Shyamalan. You get the village in there. You feel me? The Shyamalan.
And that's where Digimon or Digimon
all the Silent
Jones, Diamond, Dallas Page is there, and he's just like, check it out, Killian. Isn't this fucking awesome?
So, dude, I DJ.
Yeah.
Trip out, bro.
I'm finally living my dream.
Yeah.
And then,
that was short-lived, though, right?
Yeah. And then so Killian's just like, cool story, yo. I'm going to go probably take a piss by this lake. And then he's taking I don't think he's taking a piss, but he's by like the shore, and then he notices.
He hears
the
fucking boat.
Yeah, and then
sewer line.
And then he goes and looks, and it's one of the boats that was there with the scuffle with the renegades.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, "Oh fuck, they can sail." They're sailors. They're sailors.
Are fucking awesome. Hey, if they can
intergalactically travel, I'm sure they can sell a boat.
They can't sell a fucking boat.
I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying they can. I'm saying they can, and they're good at it. So he's running through town like they can sail, and they're like, fuck no, and then this thing is
a great scene.
This thing's just running around fucking people up,
mm-hmm.
And then the man whose name we can't pronounce.
Yeah. Even his last name is hard. Hunsun?
Yeah.
Hunsu?
Yeah.
Hounnsou.
Yeah.
No.
So they're
Man on Island is what it is.
I know, he doesn't even have a name.
Man on Island it is.
So Man on Island fucking gets Killian and the little kid, and they're like, yo, we need to get to the radio station now. We need to fucking send this sound through the fucking radio for the fucking world or whatever, so that fucking humanity has a chance or whatnot. So it's a race to that, and then they get there, and then the man from the island gets iced pretty quick.
Yeah, the little
pretty thankless roll.
They go a little deep blue sea on it. It gets confident, stands by the open door.
He's like, we are not gonna fight anymore.
Okay, so now it's really deep blue sea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He gets iced, and then there's like a really tense scene where like Killian gets hurt, and she's trying to get into to broadcast it. Meanwhile, the little kid's dealing with his fucking
almost suffocation.
He's just almost suffocating, shit, no breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And Emily Blunt kind of notices, or I don't know, there's an explosion or something. She hears something, and she's like, "Oh shit!" Like.
My kid is in trouble.
So she runs over there, and she tries to blow it up with one of the tanks, right? She somehow knew she was gonna need a tank to blow it up.
No,
well,
check this out. So the monster falls on this corroding building, so it drops one of the big steel fucking things. So that's what she hears. And now when she gets there and she knows that there's at least one of them, she realizes that there is still running water in this factory. So she's like, I need a fucking fire here, because with water or sounds of water, you can make whatever the fucking noise you want. So that's where she not only blows up the first one, but makes the sprinklers go off for her to be able to go down and then the water. And then she could go down there and fucking pull her kid.
Yeah. So she goes, she kind of rescues him. Then they're all in this little suffocation room, and the monster's trying to get at them. Like it's all over.
Girl, what your name is?
Girl, what your name is?
What that thing do?
It's all over. Like all this.
He's actually like hurting her, right? Like he like gets her leg.
Yeah, he like rips into her, and then
little Jurassic Park action going on with the water. Just saying.
So then the little kid, I don't know, so at the same time, the deaf girl plays the sound over the radio.
Yep.
And then he has the radio, so he blasts that shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's cool about the end of the movie. Like the adults, Killian and her, are both hurt, and like both of the kids kind of got to step up and save the day.
Mm-hmm.
So the little kid gets up and blows this thing. Oh no, he beats it with a fucking pipe. He like beats it and then stabs it with a pipe. And then I think the little girl
does the same.
Oh no wait, the little girl does the pipe and the little kid fucking shoots it with one fucking hand, fucking like Dirty Harry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Those are some badass kids.
A little Joker action too with the wide shot too, because he's approaching it too with the gun, and he doesn't want to shoot it until he gets like pretty close, which is pretty hardcore.
Yeah. So they all save the day, and one thing, like I think this is like a pretty perfect movie. Other than it just ends. Mm-hmm. It just ends right there. Like they save the day, but still a lot is going on. They are not safe.
No,
they're not safe. Well, that's Quiet Place 3 is coming. Yes.
And that's the thing too. It's like, okay, it goes from day one when they were going there, and it fast forwards you to 400, whatever. But in the time span from Jim dying to them now is just 2 days, 1 day, or some shit like that. Yeah. Which is just another survival day in these fuckers' world.
It's just one fucking day. Yeah. All that shit happened in like 2 days.
I read that the first two movies all takes place in the span of 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a week.
That's a work week. That's a hell of a week, dude.
That's a work week.
That's before you know it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's fucking Sunday today, right?
Yeah.
When the fuck?
Yeah, so
they're like at a baseball game, so that's probably like a Saturday. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like probably fucking Friday, and they're still trying to survive.
Yeah, so it's like another day, okay, which is cool too, because again, like you just mentioned, it's just that small area. Now imagine the rest of the world. Imagine a metropolitan area where the shit's really crazy. A little like what was that Will Smith movie?
I Am Legend.
Damn.
You do some crazy shit like that, you know, it's gonna be wild, or San Francisco, whatever. You could take it anywhere and it'll get fucking crazy. Cause I don't even know where the fuck they're at.
We don't know.
Milwaukee.
Corn country.
Cornville.
I didn't see the license plate. I wasn't paying attention to the license plates in this movie.
It seems like they live in a small town in Ohio or something. I don't know. It's just chill.
Where's Superman? Where's he from?
Smallville.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Kansas. They're in Kansas, bro. Yeah, so the movie abruptly ends with children kind of triumphantly standing over these adults that would have died without them, or basically being like, we kind of made them into this fucking badass people or whatever, and then it just ends. So yeah, obviously there will be a third one.
This movie was great.
Oh, I loved this shit. This is fantastic.
Why don't you take it easy, Bono?
Okay, look. In an early scene, the map shows a coastline next to Stamford, Connecticut. A reference to John Krasinski's character Jim in The Office.
Yes.
Oh yeah, just lost a star in my book.
There we go.
That's what we needed to know. Yes. So that Dunder Mifflin is probably for
down the street.
How is Dwight? I'm sure Dwight is alive.
He is, dude. I'm sure he's
alive. He's so fucking ready, dude. Him and Mose.
He's surviving he's just got his beet farm.
Okay.
He's surviving in his beet farm, and you know it.
Mm-hmm. Well, any fucking way. I think we all...
Excellent movie.
We all really liked this movie. I watched it twice. I went a second time because my nieces wanted to watch it.
That's what's up.
It's like, let's do it. It's a nice short movie. Full of it's like super suspenseful, really fucking well made.
It doesn't seem short. I'll tell you that. It takes you for a wild ride. And
it's an emotional
thing. The whole time you're just like on your toes. You're worried about these characters. My nieces were freaking out, especially because there's children involved. So it's just like, you know, the kids can relate. They're just like, I sure hope I'm never having to save my parent, because that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's intense.
Well, I think we all recommend this movie.
10 out of 10.
And yeah, we need to wrap this up. I feel like we've been going on for a while.
It's an hour 30, but it's okay. We did 2 movies. Jim Halpert deserves more than an hour and a half, and you know we've watched.
He gets an hour and a half. That's how long these movies are.
That's how long exactly. I was about to say. You got it.
Anyway, follow us on all of the social medias and Instagram, Facebook, all that crap. Follow the other shows on the network, Salinas Underground Podcast and the Nakama Podcast, 831 Comadres. Support us all. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one, man.
See ya.
Later.
Sayonara, Sammy.